This scene in culture exchange with a game center girl. This scene right here just hit different. It really did. It was just a poetic masterpiece. It was a scene straight out of a Ghibli film. It just truly felt like the whole world was like imploding. Like it legit just floored me. I don't know if it was the symphony in the background. They're playing like this Ghost in the Shell, like OST in the back, which you can just really tell. There was like no words being said. You couldn't hear her mutter. You couldn't, she wasn't really making that much gestures. She was just wide eyed, looking out into the universe, seeing these fireworks just explode. And the angles, just look at the angles of how everything's on. Look, everything's like they like zoomed out on her, like making her look so small and serene. This child in this big dark world. It just felt so deep, so dark, so just poetic as hell, man. And then right here, she's looking at the fireworks once again, and then they zoom to like other people, like these strangers. It's like it's just so awkwardly done that it just feels so amazing. It's like showing these, painting this B-roll to like strangers. Meanwhile, you're still in the back of your head seeing Lily right there. Look, and then they're zooming in on her little by little, like just zooming in on her reality, and then like the way she's just standing there, dumbfounded, looking in the sky. It just evokes so much thought, so much retrospect, so much emotion. And then just they again, once again, you see these strangers, holding hands, being together. Meanwhile, Lily is all by herself. Going through an experience in which, in the back of her mind, knows shouldn't be by herself. You know what I'm saying? It's like she knows that everyone's together, but here she is clutching her own hands. And prior to this, she was kind of lost. She was by herself, all because she returned to find her bag. She lost her bag, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go get my bag." And then she didn't really tell anybody else. I don't know why she's walking behind her whole entire entourage, her dad and mom. She was like behind them, so they couldn't really see that she kind of broke away from the group. She broke away from the group, and then Aoi and Renji are the only ones who really knew she broke away. And of course, Aoi, told everybody else, "Hey, Lily kind of just left." She kind of got Thanos snapped just to look for her bag. And of course, Renji, of course, Renji did the right thing. Said, "I'm gonna go after her." And then right here, guys, she experiences this monumentous moment, this huge moment of just the fireworks going off. Like this was beautifully done, exquisitely done. It in good taste. And then you can see here now we're getting a different angle. She's like looking up, and then like we're looking down and up towards her, looking at the fucking fireworks as well. Like, guys, is this scene was just the choreography of it all was just masterfully done. This was pure genius. The genius of, and then right here you just see the universe after the clear sky, and this is like in the backwoods. You know what I'm saying? They're in, I believe so. Yeah, I believe this is like the backwoods in a small town, and in a Japanese city. And so after the fireworks were finished, obviously there's gonna be clear skies because the city lights are not there. And then she's still looking in awe. But here's the moment where it really was defining. Defining moment, she realizes, damn, I've went through all of that. And prior to this, she was emotionally just looking, staring, being strong. And of course, she breaks down. At the end of the day, she really wishes she went through this whole experience not by herself, but with her family. And of course, she has a crush on Renji. She has a crush on Renji, and thus, of course, she blurted out Renji, but of course, in the back of her head, she's thinking about family as well. For me, this was just one of the greatest scenes in this anime that has ever been done. It was fucking theoretical, and of course, here Renji, finds her, grabs her hand, and then things right here just this is pretty much where it all just ends. The whole entire scene just comes together. Renji finds her, and of course, they live happily ever. Everything's great after this. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing just pretty much finishes here, and of course, they almost confessed, but they didn't. Still, more progress than the 4 seasons of Rent of Girlfriend combined. You know what I'm saying? Then again, here now, we come full circle. He's able to just relax and actually finally enjoy, instead of wondering, like, bro, who knows what she was thinking throughout this whole entire sequence. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what she was thinking? But all I gotta say is, this truly does just hit different. It truly does. This sequence, the choreography, everything was just fucking straight fire. Straight from, like I said, a Ghibli movie, bro. It really felt like I was watching some high budget movie. Bro, this really is it really almost changed my mind about how I feel about this anime, because there were a lot of times where they were just in the game store. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, right? That's what it's about. So I can't knock it on that. Sticking to its niche, I can't knock it on that. But at the same time, it was just like so, it was getting dry. It really was getting kind of dry. But this really made this made the biggest difference with. Now I see this I see this anime in a different perspective. At first it was like down here. Now I'm like all the way up here, man. They really, I haven't seen the original, I don't know, is it the manga? Web manga. The source is web manga. Interesting. A web manga. What the heck is a web manga? What the fuck? Oh, manga. Just the manga. Okay. I haven't read the source material. All I gotta say is, in my opinion, bro, they made a fucking slam dunk on this. They made a swoosh right in the fucking net. Truly a wonder to experience. But anyways, guys, if you guys haven't seen this anime, here is the name. Culture Exchange with Game Center. What the? Bro, I butchered that shit.